Hello everyone, my name is Afifah Fatharani Hidayat with student number 291233102. Today, I want to present to you about the economic effect of energy subsidies in Indonesia. Before we begin, I want to tell you that this video is part of my final exam for the Entrepreneurial Economic course. So, energy subsidies are the central to Indonesian economic strategy, making the energy affordable for customer and boosting economic growth. They lower costs for households and businesses, but also significantly impact fiscal policy, economic growth, poverty alleviation, and environmental sustainability. High government spending on subsidies limit investment in critical sectors like education and healthcare, while mismanagement can distort market and hinder innovation. Although intended to reduce poverty, subsidies often favor wealthier households and fail to address inequality effectively. Additionally, fossil fuel subsidies increase carbon emission and environmental risks, underscoring the need for a shift toward a sustainable energy alternative. History of energy subsidies in Indonesia. Energy subsidies in Indonesia began in the 1960s, initiated to ensure widespread of access to affordable energy for the population. Over the decade, these subsidies expanded significantly, covering various energy sources, such as fuel, electricity, and gas. This expansion turned energy subsidies into a substantial component of the national budget, reflecting their importance in the country's economic planning. Came into the fiscal implication of energy subsidies. First is the budget allocation and fiscal burden. Energy subsidies require a significant portion of the national budget, creating a heavy financial burden for the government and diverting funds from the other essential area. Second is the impact on fiscal flexibility. These subsidies limit the government ability to invest in critical sectors like education, healthcare, and infrastructure. The third one is a limitation on addressing socioeconomic challenges. This financial strain on the subsidies hamper the government capability to the new socio-economic challenges, exacerbating budget deficit and comprehensive national development. Next is the subsidy reform and fiscal sustainability. The Indonesian government has taken several reform measures to address the fiscal burden on the energy subsidies, aiming for the improved fiscal sustainability. A key aspect of this reform is the gradual elimination of subsidies on the certain fuel, intended to reduce financial strain on the national budget and promote efficient energy use. This reform enhances fiscal stability by relocating energy resources to critical areas like education and healthcare. However, it is essential to ensure that the welfare of the vulnerable population is well protected through targeted subsidies or social assistance programs to mitigate any adverse effects. Came into the economic growth and energy subsidies. Energy subsidies significantly stimulate economic activity by lowering energy costs for businesses and households, leading to increased production and consumption. This reduction in expense enhances businesses' competitiveness and provide households with more disposable income. Despite this short-term benefit, subsidies can cause long-term challenges such as market distortion and many more. So, go into the market distortion and inefficiency. The first one is the market price distortion. Energy subsidies artificially lower energy costs, creating a price distortion. Second one is the overconsumption of energy. Because of lower price lead to the higher energy consumption that would occur at the market rate. The last one is hindrance to the energy efficient technology. Subsidies reduce the financial incentive for the investment in energy efficient innovation. Next is poverty alleviation and social impact. Energy subsidies aim to increase energy access for the lower income household by making energy more affordable. However, there are inefficient in subsidy distribution, often benefiting a higher income household more than those truly in need. This highlights the necessity to evaluate the improved subsidy targeting mechanism to ensure that the benefits reach the most vulnerable population and effectively alleviate poverty. Next, the energy consumption and the environmental degradation. The first one is reduce price of the fossil fuel. Energy subsidies lower the cost of the fossil fuel, leading to the increase of consumption. The impact of the public health. Air pollution from the fossil fuel contribute to the respiratory and other health issues. Next is the environmental harm. Increased use of the fossil fuel result in the higher greenhouse gas emission and air pollution. The last one is climate change. Enhanced greenhouse gas emission exacerbate climate change and its associated risks. Next is transitioning into the renewable energy. Transitioning into the renewable energy is crucial for the long-term energy security and reducing environmental impact. Sustainability energy system help decrease reliance on finite fossil fuel and promote a cleaner and healthier environment. Subsidies play a key role in this transition, while fossil fuel subsidies can deter investment in renewable. Redirecting these subsidies toward the renewable energy can significantly boost adoption. The recent policy have focused on reducing fossil fuel subsidies and providing incentive for the renewable project, including tax break, grant, and investment in renewable infrastructure to support the growth of the clean energy resources. Came into case studies and comparative analysis. Comparing Indonesian energy subsidies with those of other countries offer valuable lessons. Like nations like India and Nigeria have reformed subsidies to better target low-income households and reduce fiscal burden. Germany and Sweden successfully transitioned to renewable energy by phasing out fossil fuel subsidies. By learning from this example and adopting global best practice, Indonesia can create more efficient and equitable energy subsidies program. But we also need to take a note on regional variation in Indonesia, like different impact of energy subsidies, role in improving livelihood in remote area, and the needs to tailor program to regional needs. So the policy recommendations are gradual phase out of the fossil fuel subsidies. Second is the relocation of subsidy fund to renewable energy. The next is investment in social safety net and cash transfer program. And the last one is priority on energy efficiency. The implementation strategy that Indonesia can do is, the first is develop comprehensive policy framework. Is essential for guiding the gradual phase-out of the fossil fuel subsidies. Engaging with stakeholders, including the government agencies, industry players, and the public, will build consensus and ensure smooth implementation. By continuing monitoring and evaluating mechanisms are needed to assess the impact of the subsidy reform and make the necessary adjustment. The expected outcome of subsidy reform including enhancing fiscal stability and increased funds for critical sectors like education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Environmental benefit include reduced greenhouse gas emission and pollution, contributing to climate change mitigation and environmental protection. The social benefit involve the improved equity through targeted assistance program and enhanced energy access for the vulnerable population. And lastly, additionally, increased investment in renewable energy and energy efficient technology will foster innovation and economic competitiveness. So, the conclusion is energy subsidies in Indonesia have historically played a crucial role in making energy accessible and affordable, stimulating economic activity and supporting livelihood. However, they also pose significant challenges, such as fiscal strain and market distortion and also environmental degradation. To achieve sustainable development, it is essential to reform these subsidies by gradually phasing out fossil fuel subsidies and relocating funds to the renewable energy initiative. Investing in social safety net and energy efficiency measure will protect vulnerable population and enhance economic competitiveness. By adopting a balanced approach that addresses short-term needs and also long-term sustainable goals, Indonesia can also build a resilient, inclusive, and environmental sustainable economy. Well, that's all for me. Sorry if there were any mistake. I hope this presentation has helped you understand more about the impact of the energy subsidies in Indonesia. Thank you.